Are we all on delay? That's weird. Yeah, it's weird.
Welcome everybody to the show. Man, we're ready to put this on for you. I've got this software that just decided to change up and do an update right when we were ready to get started. But we got it all going right. Look who we have in the studio with us. We've got, they used to be called Quantum Jazz, which is really, really different. Back in the day, you guys used to be Quantum Jazz. Remember that? You came into the studio. You've changed your name to the 425 or 420 Cafe. I gave it 5 more. So.
That's right. The 420 Cafe. There you go.
Yeah, it just is awesome. You know, so I'm gonna let some music play in the background. So I'm gonna take a listen to us, and we'll keep talking. I'll just put it way down low, so your music will be playing right in the background. How you guys doing?
We're doing great, Henry.
Introduce yourselves. I got David Young and Carl, both of the 420 Cafe.
Yep.
I got it right. You were saying,
Nice,
hey, can you change that poster, dude? Hey, can you put this? Yeah, he had me change it 14 times. No, not really. I don't mind because I'm right on it. Software is just software. Bam. Softwares nowadays can do some incredible stuff.
Yeah.
You know, you got you send me a bunch of good music, and I did have 420 Cafe. I play a lot of your music on the Smoothie Jazz Show. It's just incredible stuff.
That's great.
And we'll crank it up inside the studio here when we're ready to hear it. Okay.
Yeah.
And that way we know what your music sounds like, and people can actually hear your music. So I got it all prepared, ready to go for us. And you know, let us know about the 420 Cafe and how you guys started.
Sure.
You know, because you guys started a long time ago, and this album that you have is totally incredible. The 420 Cafe. Let me zoom in on that. Don't let it go.
Zoom in on it. Zoom in on it, Henry.
Okay, hold on to it. It takes a second. We're delayed a little. There we go. See
there
it?
we are. Yep.
There we go.
There we go.
It's right behind us.
Oh, cool. Well, it's you know, Carl and I have known each other for a long time, and we've played in some other groups, not only the Quantum Jazz, but Fusion Juice back in the day, and we would collaborate on some ideas that never quite made it into Fusion Juice, but Carl one day looked at me and said, why don't we just kind of do this ourselves? Why don't we
start our own band?
Yeah, let's start our own band, the Rebels that we were. And so several years ago we did that, and Carl is just an amazing writer and arranger and producer, and so he started sharing some of his ideas with me, and they just resonated, and I absolutely loved it and knew that he and I could put together some really neat music that had this real chill kind of techno element to it, and the 420 Cafe was born.
Yeah.
And you know, we've got some of your music playing in the background. Microcosm is playing right now. Microcosm 2020. What made you come up with this music? I can hear it in the background. So.
Microcosm is Bull Crane is the artist name, and that's music that I do solo. It's little, like Microcosm is much more of a techno kind of song than the 420 Cafe is more jazz oriented, and is my collaboration with David, and we've got guitar, Mark Seipel, and Chris
Marie.
Yeah, I've been saying his name. I've been saying his name wrong for almost a year, and then I finally learned that it's Marie. The other day I was on bass.
Yeah.
And so the 4 of us perform as the 420 Cafe, and we'll be at the Enigma Bazaar tomorrow night.
Yeah.
In Denver, 38th in Denver. It's a wonderful.
Yeah, it's the old Ziggy's for all of you that have been in Denver for a long time. 38th Avenue and Yates by the old Elitch's. So come on out. It's a fantastic venue. They're celebrating their 1-year anniversary, which is great. You've got fantastic Greek food, super cool live music venue, really intimate, super mystical. And as Carl said, we've put together a really smoking band. We've got a great bass player, Chris Marie, on bass, one of Carl's longtime partners in crime, Mark Seipel on guitar. He's an old Denver jazz fusion guitar player, and they used to play together back in the day in a group called Syntax.
I remember Syntax.
Yeah. So it's been fun. We've had some really good responses to the gigs, so we're really looking forward to tomorrow night's show.
It was great. I remember you came in here as Quantum Jazz back in
Right.
the day.
Right.
And I was looking back, it showed 2015. So you said just 4 or 5 years ago.
Right.
2015 is 7.
7 years ago.
7 years ago.
I lost track of 2 years.
Yeah,
It must be
because-
of the COVID.
Yeah,
I've lost
this
track.
COVID crap really
Yeah,
put,
I still think we're in 2020.
Yeah.
What do I know?
Yeah.
put a crimp on every.
Right.
You know, actually, our studio kept going live in that.
Good for
20
you
yeah,
guys.
because everybody decided to go to Zoom.
Right.
And we're big on Zoom. We were one of the first stations to ever carry Zoom, and everybody coming in, what the hell are you doing? I don't know this shit. I don't know. They're freaking out on it. You know?
Right.
But you gotta learn it. What is it? Right?
Yeah.
They would freak out. But look what Zoom's done to everybody. It's
Yeah.
big for everybody.
It's changed the way we do things, for
Yes,
sure.
Yeah. And the fun part about Zoom is a lot of people would get caught in the moment. You know, they didn't realize they were on Zoom, and they get up and they're half naked.
Yeah.
Walk around. It's like, okay, so let's stop this right away. But we were able to do lots of remotes with lots of different bands, stuff like that. And it's been going really, really good.
Well, love you, Henry, and everything you do for local music and the community.
It's been going great.
Yeah,
it's-
you've been fantastic. So big props to you,
Yeah,
sir.
thank you.
Way to
That's
go,
really
buddy.
good. And it's been going good for a long time, too. There's
Yeah.
been some quality musicians, including your band, Jesus.
Yeah.
And, you know, I kind of feature you guys all the time on the Smoothie Jazz Show, all
Thank you.
the time, especially with this brand new album.
Thank you.
And if you
Thank
don't
you.
know what it's all about, there you go. Where can you download this at?
Carl, where can we download that at?
Well, it's on Spotify and YouTube and Apple Music.
Everywhere.
you just-
iTunes,
yeah,
Amazon.
iTunes. It's on Amazon. You can, if you want the MP3s, you can get it off of Amazon. You can get the super high quality. They're not MP3s, whatever it is, from Tidal. You know, the
Right,
Tidal
yeah,
music
yeah.
service. If you want the high res ones.
Yeah. And you can get them at our show. How's that?
That's
Come
right.
on out to our show.
Yeah.
And you can get a physical CD.
If you want the actual CD,
Yes.
come to the show and David will set you up.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, David will get you
Yeah.
there,
Yeah.
right? Mhm. So, you know, your show is, how many shows have you guys done lately? Because you guys are put down for a second, and then you come out with this during
Right.
the COVID time. And now is this the start of your first shows? Because there's been several that you've been to already.
Yeah, we've had a handful of shows, and up at the new Nieces in Lafayette,
I
which
like
is
that place.
yeah,
Yeah.
fantastic. Mark's done a great job up there, and we played one of our debut gigs back at the Enigma Bazaar several months ago. So this has been really fun for us. It's taken us quite a while to get all the pieces in place so that we can go out and play this music live. And as I said, putting together this really good band that we've got with Chris and Mark. It's just sounding great. So we've got a good handful of gigs under our belt and looking to keep playing.
Getting them real nice and tight.
Yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely.
And then you guys are so good with the crowd, too. You make them all involved. You know?
Sure.
A lot of people say, they get you involved. You know, what do they do? Well, they don't buy you drinks, do they? Yes, they do. They don't buy you drinks if you go
Oh,
there.
Uh-oh, the word is out.
Yeah.
Enigma Bazaar, a mystical bar and arts venue.
Yeah.
Now,
It's
It
just
sounds, the name, you know, it sounds like, gee, I don't know, is that, you know, what is it? You know,
An enema
what it is a
bazaar.
really,
I'm sorry, I had to go there.
I know
it's a
you would.
really cool nightclub.
Yeah,
The
it's
people that run
neat.
it are
Ziggy's
wonderful.
used to really be sharp, and that's where
Yeah,
it used to be.
Garrison and Carly.
Yeah, they've done a great job.
It is such an inviting place to go hear music.
Yeah, it's
so
nice and
comfortable.
intimate, great food, great drinks. It's really good. So for people, and they're celebrating their 1-year anniversary.
Wow. And it's
So-
only $5 to get in. That's
Yeah.
like nothing.
Yeah.
It's a deal.
I mean, most places, you know, on the weekends, $10, 15, 20.
Right.
You go out to some of these outdoor events at Cherry Creek's, 30,
Right.
25, $30, and
We're giving people a discount.
$5.
Great. Come on out. It's only
Yeah.
$5.
you think you guys have packed it, probably packed the place.
Well, it's intimate, so
Yeah.
it's
Intimate.
you get 50, you get
Come
50,
sit on their lap.
50, 60 people in there, and it's
It'll be
cozy.
cool.
So
Yeah,
it's
it'll be-
it's good.
It'll
It's
be a nice little crowd.
yeah, it's good.
And so you look at this place, the way it's set up, and it's Saturday. Don't forget, it's not tonight, it's Saturday.
Tomorrow night, yeah.
And that's why they came in for the interview, so we could talk more about it. And they're going to be there starting at 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. It's only 2 hours, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you go a little extra for in case?
Sure. We
We
need
will
to.
if they'll let us, yeah.
If the crowd's going nuts,
Yeah.
throwing things on stage, sure, we'll play longer.
Yeah, 2 hours is, I mean, you can,
Right.
you can hardly get your music out.
Right.
And so, to me, I would think a 3 hour set would be a lot better. 2 hours is good enough, right?
Yeah.
It'll work.
Well, yeah, we're all old now, and so we want to make sure we get to bed before midnight.
Oh, no, that's not me at all.
Oh, good. You're just coming alive.
Yeah, I know,
right?
that's what everybody
Henry's
says.
in here
Henry says,
DJing,
where do you
yeah.
get
Yeah.
all that energy?
Yeah.
What energy?
That's great.
I really enjoy 420 Cafe. You know, I've played in many bands over the years, but not a band that was focused on original material. And this is material that David and I wrote. We also do some covers so that people will know some of the melodies, but it's really exciting to play our own material.
Yeah, it
And
is.
we believe in the material. We're like, man, these songs are, this is
It
good
is.
stuff, you know. And so what we're doing is a mix of our own, and then melodies that we know people will recognize in case they don't know our own.
Absolutely, and like we've released 2 singles this year, and they're covers of some really neat songs that we love, and we've put our own spin on them. One is the great Captain of Her Heart.
Yeah.
Came out in 1985, Swedish duo double, and just a neat song. And then the other one that we recently released is a great version of Paradise by Sade.
Sade,
Ooh.
Yeah.
And I've got both of them ready
Yeah.
to go here.
And,
And we'll crank those up here as we keep
absolutely.
talking. See, I've got Captain
thank
of
you.
Her Heart and Paradise, yeah. So it's, I was thinking, you guys told me, well, get this one down, get this one. You sent me a lot of great music, so
Good.
I was able to download quite a few of it, as much as we can play within this short time.
Sure, sure.
And so, you know, you had quantum jazz. Now, you moved on to, what made you come up with the 420 Cafe? Everybody's smoking at this cafe?
Sure, sure, absolutely. Well, the 420 Cafe is really kind of a state of mind, right?
Yeah.
And I think our music it's very positive, it's soulful, it's introspective, I should say. And so the 420 Cafe, I think it's a place where you can go to chill out and just listen to some really, really good music. And obviously in some places of the world, you can go to the 420 Cafe
And seriously smoke some good booze.
absolutely, and get to that other realm, so to speak.
And have you ever thought of this? Back in the day, you couldn't get caught with a joint, you'd go to jail, go in front
Right.
of the judge and charge
Right.
all this. Now it's like, you can go grow your own, buy your own. It's
Sure.
like, what happened in
That's a good thing.
yeah, it's a great thing.
It is.
Put it away, what is it?
Right, right.
It's a joint. Why? There's a cop.
Right.
Okay, what? You know, it's like,
Well, I think too, with all the legalization and everybody realizing, you know, that it's part of our culture. It's less dangerous than alcohol by far, and it's becoming way more accepted. And I don't know. I just
And so
think
does you
the
think
420
you're-
Cafe? It's cool.
does
It's
it
chilled out.
reflect? Does it reflect on that? Do people ask you about that?
Oh, I think so.
All the time. That's a
Yeah,
good,
I think so.
good conversation.
Yeah, it is, and a lot of people always kind of laugh and you know, kind of joke about it.
You should
for
open
sure.
up a place called the 420 Cafe.
Yeah, maybe someday we will. yeah.
Absolutely.
That would be
That would be
awesome.
perfect.
Packed all the time.
Sure.
You know, what would you like? I'll take 3 of these joints.
That's right, and some edibles.
And edibles and a
Yeah,
half
yeah.
Uh,
And some
pound of
cookies.
this and cookies.
Sure, and then our CD.
A stack of
Yeah,
cookies.
yeah, and then we'll play every night.
That's a great idea. I like that idea. How about we listen to some Paradise? We'll pop
Yeah,
this up there right
yeah.
after Groovin' on Catalina.
Yeah.
Who came up with this song here?
That is a song that has some hooks in it, are straight from David, and I think it's because David actually did you do one of those cruises or?
Well, I did. I went to Catalina to the Jazz Festival, Jazz Tracks Festival.
Mhm.
Every year on Catalina Island, they have
Ooh,
that. It's been
yes.
going on forever, and it's fantastic. And after going and checking it out, I'm like, this place is fantastic.
Yeah, that a lot of jazz artists go to the
Yeah,
Catalina. And there's
totally.
a big jazz concert and
Oh,
they have
yeah.
all the big names.
It's
there.
in October. It's the first 3
And you're
weekends
going? You guys are
in
going?
October. Not this year.
Why? What happened?
I don't know. I just haven't figured it out. But I'll never forget, Carl was coming up with these great melodies, and I'm like, this sounds like, you know, Catalina.
And it's
this sounds like we
perfect
could
for
be
it, yeah.
on the island. So
that would be great.
and that's how a lot of the music that Carl and I co-wrote and worked together on kind of came about. Carl, as I said, is such a prolific composer and creator of melodies, and I kind of have visions of songs and kind of create, this world, and I can translate that to Carl, and he kind of puts it down, and the next thing you know, we've got a song.
And where do you
And it
guys
works
record
well.
this at?
At my house.
At Carl's studio.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Carl lives right outside of Boulder, up in Gun Barrel, and so we were able to do all that up there.
Gun Barrel's a nice area.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I've been there a long
That's
time.
the upper,
Sure.
the upper class. You need like an
Yeah.
ID to get in the area
Right,
and
right,
stuff.
right.
If I showed up there, it's like, who is that guy? Hello, police?
Hello, police?
No, not really. It's,
You
it's
just
a
need
wonderful-
this, the 420 Cafe,
Yeah.
and that'll get you in.
You got a nice studio. I mean, it came out really nice, and so to me, I love it. It's like, and then let's do a shout out to all the people around that do listen to you, so you can
Absolutely.
see the real time visitors here.
Yeah,
And
who's-
we have 115,000 people listening to us, and so it's kind of nice.
Nice.
From
Awesome.
Panama to Broomfield to New York City to, we just put it's Ireland right there for that one.
Oh, that's
Newark,
great.
New Jersey, Rio de Janeiro, New Bergen, New Jersey, Santa Cruz, California, Duluth, Georgia, Denver, of course, Norwalk,
And
Connecticut,
overseas, or in England, that's great.
all over the world.
Madrid,
Mhm.
that's fantastic.
And
Hey,
so
Madrid,
our
hey,
studio
Canada.
has just taken
Hello.
off.
Hello.
And so right now we're at 115,000 people worldwide listening to this beautiful stream and the music that goes along with it. Some people will stay on for a little time, like 2 or 3 minutes. Others will stay on for the whole program. And we've been holding our own quite a bit. So, and you can see what they're logging in with, if they're on an Android or if they're on.
That's
computer.
fantastic.
Yeah,
So
cool.
it's like it's excellent, excellent software. It's put out by, because we go through, we use Linux for our server on the other
Right.
side. I go show
Uh-huh.
you you guys on the other
I'll
side.
be
there.
really interested. Yeah.
And then we use Oracle
Yeah.
for this internet intelligence. It's
Oh, cool. Yeah. Uh-huh.
wild stuff.
One of the things that we found to be great when we put the CD out and we were tracking it, and then we would get, weekly or quarterly updates
Mhm.
on, where it's been sold. It was being played and sold all over the world, which is
That's-
great.
and
People
that's
in
nice,
Portugal,
yes.
Similar
Similar to this kind of stuff.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Latin America, or in Germany,
Mhm.
Australia, Poland. So that
Yeah.
was really neat that it was reaching a global audience.
Yes,
It
that's
still
what's
is
nice.
now.
It still
Yeah.
is,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I
And
like
then
that.
also we added Australia not too long ago, about 4 months ago. We added Australia
Right.
and added. We were at 50 platforms. Now we're at 70 of the places that carry our sound. So
Right.
Mhm.
there's this one online radio box that they show every song we're playing. You can even go back to Tuesday and replay the whole.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, it's like, Jesus, you guys really have a nice platform here and doing it all for us.
Right.
But we have to register everything in there.
Sure.
But they ask us if they can add us, and so, sure. So you go in there, but you gotta put your IP address and all this stuff, so that way it's real secure and stuff. Because for a while there, we were getting hacked. We got hacked 2 or 3 times. I was like, Jesus, there's some serious people want to get in here.
Wow.
Right.
Huh. Yeah.
And so it's changed a lot of things.
Yeah.
It's changed the way we deliver music and the way you guys are delivering your music.
Sure.
It's like you said, all over the world.
Mhm.
And when we play our Smoothie Jazz show, yesterday we got close to 250,000 people. They like to
That's
listen to the jazz
outstanding.
show. Not that I'm doing the jazz show. They like to listen
They're
to the
listening to
jazz.
you. They like you too.
Yeah, they like you.
all the stuff that I pull out. It's like,
Well, you play great music.
yeah,
that's
that's
the
it.
key.
Yeah, that's
Right.
the key,
Yeah.
and how to mix it and how to get it properly programmed. And it took a while, it takes a while to learn it. Like we were talking, some of this music, and you were looking at some of the music we have. It's all genre. It's a big mix, and
Yeah, I
everybody
like
says,
that.
"How come you do this? How come you play country? Why are you playing EDM?" And I go, "Because it's not all for you. It's for everybody. who
Everybody.
listens."
Uh,
Yeah,
that's right.
We got a global audience.
Yeah, so you gotta be able to have, yeah. And we didn't get it at first because
Right.
we only had like 3 genres, and it went up and it plateaued and it started sinking. I go, oh, something's wrong with this picture. So as soon as we flipped it and then put the times and days that they can listen to the
Sure.
variables of the music, it just took off like a rocket, and that's the way we like it. And the Smoothie Jazz Show, Mondays and Thursdays, you can always listen to 420 Cafe. It's played all the time, especially this album. It's hot. It's on fire. So we're gonna listen to a little bit of Paradise.
Yeah.
Get Mark Seipel on guitar here at the end.
Now this is Sade cover.
Yes. A song that we all really like.
Yeah, with the songs that we've chosen to do covers on, they're songs that we really like, and that we also know that have a big, massive appeal. But it was also stuff that we felt that we could really integrate into the 420 campaign and really keep that vibe.
The reason I turned it up a little so the audience can hear that is we can hear the record us down. Out there they can hear the song. So on the live you can hear us perfectly, but you could also hear the song, but you can't hear it real clearly on the live view. Just a little bit. We just turned it down a little bit so that it's some feedback, like it was feeding back.
And Carl's great. He arranged this, and Carl really arranges, 90% of all of our songs. And that's why working with Carl is so fantastic, because his arrangement skills are just, listen to this.
Yes.
Right? Just,
And the drumming also has a little bit Cumage.
a little bit.
Double Radicus and Plan.
Yeah, the Radicus, that's right, Radicus.
I've never heard that.
That's right. That's Henry's favorite.
So you got your 3s, 5s, 7s, and 9s on the keyboard.
Yeah.
So I gotta know my music if I'm gonna be just making the
Yeah, I tend to gravitate towards jazz chords. Just because that's what I was taught. I'm actually really more comfortable playing them.
So we're gonna go back into hearing the slide so you can't hear that echo backwards. So let me make sure that it's not too loud for us.
Yeah, this is great.
Yeah, there it is. Now we're back in. You can hear it in the background as we talk over
Nice.
live, as well as our voice, but you can hear it in the far background. You'll hear the music of the 420 Cafe. They made sure and tell me it's the 420. That was pretty cool. They go, okay, Jesus.
That's right.
Make sure
That's
to get it
good.
right, Henry. Now you have one song that I really like. It's got a lot of keyboard in it, and you told me about it. And, which song is that one that you told me it's got lots of the keyboard in it?
I don't know. I can't remember. They
This
all
one
have
does.
quite a bit.
Double
but
Switch.
Double
Yeah.
Switch
Double Switch, I
does.
think
This is
that's-
great.
yeah.
This is one of the singles off the CD.
Yes.
This did very well on interstellar radio charts.
Interstellar.
Don't you like that?
Yeah.
Uh,
And you were carried on over-the-air radio shows in Arkansas, in Missouri, in London, Paris, France, and in on the other side of the Orient, we're carried on a couple out
Oh,
there
that's
too,
fantastic.
over the air. But
That's
it doesn't go
fantastic.
that far.
Right.
It only hits 50, 100 miles, so we're just like, okay, so we got a little play,
Sure.
But a lot of people still listen to over-the-air stations. And so, but they know, everybody knows the streams is where it's at. You get on
Right.
TV, catch our 24/7 stream.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Get on radio, catch our stream on, this and that, and everybody's gone to stream. And we've been doing streaming for like 14
That's big.
years.
14, yeah.
That's a long
A
time.
long time. So we had a race on everybody. We were ahead of the game. Right
You
away.
were.
So, and it's been nice because now, like I said, we've added so much. It's hard to catch up to us, and we've been holding solid. And so because of bands like yourself and all the other ones all over the planet, walking off from Japan.
Right.
You got the ones from Amsterdam, from Spain, Italy, from London. We've got all these awesome groups and all the rock bands out of Australia, Spanish language out of Mexico. It's like, Lord have mercy.
Right. There's a lot of music out there.
Mhm,
Yeah.
A lot of good music, and the way we actually review everybody's music as it comes through, and this is when we'll be on the rotation. It takes 2 weeks to review music
Sure.
because we go through as much as we can. We can tell right away Well, you guys didn't really get into that studio very well. It looks like you did it at home.
Right,
It's
right.
like this isn't radio quality. I'm sorry. So, yeah, you can tell that. Like this one, you can tell is radio quality. It's beautiful.
Tell right away from letter A.
Yeah.
That's a Stevie Wonder, right?
Yeah.
That's when the people got the move or whatever it is. It's,
Stevie Wonder.
Right.
I know.
the Stevie Wonder song.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Dave's not getting it yet.
I'm not getting it.
David,
That's
we'll
okay.
get
Sir,
it.
Sir Duke, the song Sir
Oh,
Duke.
Sir Duke. Yeah.
It's
Sir
about
Duke.
people recognizing the groove right
Oh,
away.
okay.
Right away. Sir
Right,
Duke.
it's like, oh yeah, this is happening. Yeah.
Right away. No, I know that song.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I never
And
listened to
sometimes you start
lyrics.
singing it,
I don't know.
and the artist always gets the lyrics wrong, and so while you're singing it, artist has it wrong, I have it right.
Right.
You're driving down the car, and police pull you over. Sir, step out of the car. Wait up! I got to finish my last song with the 420 Cafe. Jesus.
That's right. That's right.
Sir, what? Step out of the car. I
You're
can't.
great,
Yeah, I'm
Henry.
too fucked up. You get in.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, that's great. You get it.
Listen to the 420 Cafe.
I like that.
Yeah, it'll work. You can even use that on stage, you know.
Sure, we will. We'll give you credit.
We'll give you credit.
We'll pay you in Bitcoin.
You know, I got a. That's funny you say that.
Do
today.
Bitcoin, Henry.
I got a thing. There was a big receipt for PayPal that I bought $900 worth of Bitcoin. And it's just a scam.
Oh, I get those all the time.
Yeah, so
That's
I got that. It's
unbelievable.
funny how you said Bitcoin because it says you just bought all this Bitcoin. I did. Well.
I think that might be the name of our next song.
Bitcoin.
I think
You
we're
know
going to
what?
come out with a song called
that's a great-
Bitcoin.
That's a great idea. No, it's really a great idea.
I like that.
So you guys play your music on your acts, and everybody has their certain acts that they play. Some their guitar, they name their guitar. You play your stuff, and do you have a name for your equipment?
Carl, what do you play?
But, yeah, I don't.
He
I don't
plays
have
his
like.
role.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't give them like pet names, you know. But so I play a Nord for my main bottom keyboard. That's really good at what the keyboard is called the meat and potatoes kind of sounds, like organ, piano, Rhodes. I love Rhodes. I play a lot of
Did you
Rhodes.
ever play Fender Rhodes?
Oh yeah. In fact, I just sold a Rhodes to
Oh,
Darren
nice.
Ron. You know Darren Ron?
Yes,
I just sold him my Rhodes.
You sold your Rhodes?
To Darren,
Oh, my
yeah.
God.
I know that's almost sacrilege, isn't
Yeah,
it?
gee. I can't believe
Crazy.
you did that, yeah.
Right?
That's out of a Rhodes. What year was it?
It was from the 70s. It was like 1977. It was a really nice one. That's why he bought it.
Yeah,
Because
why did
he was
sell
like,
it?
he was like, well, I don't, I brought it to him, and I was like, you can check it out, and if you don't, but I was thinking, he'll like it.
Well, yeah,
It's a really
Fender
nice
Rhodes, you
one.
can't find this.
Yeah.
And everybody who has one
Right.
from back in the day keeps them in pristine condition.
Yeah, I
mean,
just
they have
overhauled
little
it.
tines that would break every now and then. You go
Yeah.
in and repair them and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
So anyway, yeah, that's Rhodes. So I play the Nord has wonderful Rhodes sounds, and dragging a Rhodes to gigs is really tough. So the Nord is much lighter weight and it has a really nice sound. So I use that, and then on the top I play actually it's an Akai controller, and it doesn't have sounds of its own, and then I send the
MIDI in, do you-
it's MIDI over to the computer, and then the computer I got software synthesizers
Oh,
and
so you can
samplers
put
and
it-
stuff.
oh, so you
So
can-
which I just really dig doing.
So it brings the whole orchestra.
Yeah.
Right, that's right. That's part of the cafe.
Where's the rest of the? Whoa.
It's-
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what makes it sound so damn
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Right.
And how to control it and how to make sure it's all especially like he does his. I'm sure he's up there
Yeah,
chopping
my
away.
ratatouilles.
Yeah, and then he's doing his 3s, 5s, 7s, and 9s. And sometimes gets up to the 12s.
Yes.
11,
There you go.
13,
see?
yeah.
Yeah, see? Mhm.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Oh, that's perfect. I play Yamaha drums, and I love Yamaha. I've been playing them for a long time. And I've been playing also Istanbul cymbals.
Ooh.
I used to play Zildjian, and I played Sabian, but my buddy Tim.
Istanbuls are actually tamped out, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. They're hand hammered and they're lathed. They're from Turkey. They're just fantastic. And Tim over at Drum City Guitarland,
Mhm.
that's where I bought my very first set. He's fantastic. He turned me on to him. So I play with a whole array of Istanbul cymbals, and I love
Wow.
them.
Yes.
They really are.
You get a certain sound out of it compared to everybody else's
they're really nice. And they
older
work for what
Zildjians,
we're doing.
Yeah, older Zildjians carry kind of that sound, but as they got newer, it was
Right.
more of a, you didn't get that sound like you're getting out of yours
Right.
because they're so well made.
And a lot of the cymbals now are being made in China
Yeah.
and elsewhere, and so these are still being made in Turkey. So they're great. And they've got that old tradition, hand hammered and lathing techniques. So
And that's what makes them sound so
yeah,
good.
yeah, it's just beautiful. So
And there's a lot of drum sets out there. I mean, they first started out with the Rogers way back in the day, that Tower
Sure.
of Power drummer used to play.
yeah,
And he-
Garibaldi.
Yeah, Garibaldi. David Garibaldi used to play a beautiful set of Rogers, and he was endorsed. Oh, well, he endorsed them, and so that
Right.
way it was just the thing to play.
Yeah.
And then everybody started going to the Pearl sets, and then they started going to Tama.
I started on Ludwig.
Oh, Ludwig!
I had
forgot about
great
Ludwig.
Vista
yes.
light.
Yes, the clear
Black and white striped. If I still had it, it's worth a fortune. But I wish I did. So I started with a Ludwig, and then I went to a Tama. Love Tama, deep shell. That's when
Yes.
I was playing.
I remember Tama.
You know,
yeah.
deep rock and all that. I had hair, a lot of hair, hair way down to here, right? So it was awesome.
Throwing it back.
And then I decided I wanted to play a little bit, some stuff that was a little bit jazzier. That's why I went to Yamaha.
Yeah.
That's just such a warm sound. It's
Yeah,
just,
Yamaha's
and it
good
punches.
stuff. Yes.
Yeah.
You get that punch, and you need that punch on some of these.
Sure,
All the music.
on the
you know,
kick.
You Mike, your drums,
the kick and the snare, and maybe just an overhead.
so it picks
Yeah,
up.
it's nice, and I like to tune my set very acoustically so that you can really hear the timbre of the set, and I don't want to really muffle down everything. I want the set to breathe a little bit. if that
They
makes
used
sense.
to make the oil heads with oil between them.
Sure.
And I forgot the name of that.
Yeah,
The brand.
Pinstripe,
Yeah, they used
the
to make
Remo pinstripe.
Yeah,
They got just that little bit of
the
oil in between them.
to give it
Yeah,
that
yeah,
sound. So it really matters on when you play your drums and how in the the
Sure.
the air in wherever you go. A lot of people don't understand. You got to tune those babies up.
Oh yeah.
To give that good sound. So I know you're up there right before you start out.
Oh yeah, and every place is different. Every gig we play is different. Wherever we play, I
And
get
Carl's
set
always
up.
saying, "Okay, dude."
Yeah, they're all waiting for me. And I'm like, hey, it's a different. I got it.
You got the temperature,
Sure.
the air,
Yeah.
the
Room,
humidity,
right.
everything.
Yeah.
And then some chick is staring at you, and so you gotta like, hey, babe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back in the day when I did gig on roads, it would matter, like in the winter
Yeah, I'll
in
go out of
Colorado,
town,
yes.
we'd be driving the gig somewhere, and I'd pull the roads out, set it up on the stage, and even like half hour, 45 minutes later, we'd be doing sound check, and I'd be going,
Why does it sound?
it does not, it just doesn't have any oomph to it at all, and then, it's still warming up.
Acclimated.
The
Yeah.
physical times.
Mhm.
And then when the room was crowded, full of dancing people, so it was, a really packed night or whatever, and it would get really hot,
Mhm.
then that thing sounded great.
It liked where you took it.
It was-
It probably
it
had
had
a
more
spirit inside of it.
Oomph
Sure.
to it, yeah, and just more, yeah.
Yeah, the
it likes
times,
being-
are they hard to find now?
No, you can order them from a company on the East Coast
And they still
called
make-
Vintage 5.
Oh, so
And they sell, the tines, the
because those
hammerhead
sometimes
tips
break,
and
and
stuff.
man, when they're broken, there goes your key. So.
Yeah, no, I just, I refurbished
Darren-
it before I
yeah.
before I sold it, and I was ordering some parts from Vintage
He
5 on the
probably
East
really
Coast.
liked that. He
Um,
probably really liked it. He was trying to act like he didn't, right? It's all right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually it's a good
What made
story
you
to
sell it, though,
to-
dude?
Yeah, usually it's a good story to say, I just bought a Rhodes, man, it's so good. But I've had it for so long, and it's so heavy.
Did you-
that I'm like, one of these days I'm gonna like blow out my back or something.
Yeah.
It's
Lift
this
Like
a-
the suitcase.
It was
Yeah,
the
big
biggest
suitcase.
Rhodes you can buy. It was 88 keys.
Yeah, they're
suitcase
heavy.
with
They used to be, you
amp
could buy them in
underneath.
73 or 80.
Yeah, and it was,
Right.
it was the biggest one, and that was actually a big reason why I sold it. I was like, I'm gonna hurt myself. It's like,
Falling in.
yeah. So I was just like, I know this is like, I'm a keyboard player, and I'm and this is a vintage axe, but I'm like,
I gotta let it go.
It's time.
Gotta
Yeah,
let
it
it
was
go.
just
It's
time. I've
time.
had it. I've
It's in
had
good
it
hands.
Did you do that with your drums too?
since
There was
the
a set of
80s.
drums.
Yeah.
With my Thomas, I
You
did.
said you went and sold them. Why did I freaking
I-
do that? Now I got these other drums that sound
Right.
like shit.
No, I've
Yeah.
got two Yamahas that are great, but I did sell the Tama,
Thomas, Jesus.
and it was a rare one. It's a Royal Star. They didn't make a lot of them. 7-ply cherry mahogany, deep shell, but I kind of needed to, and lo and behold, on eBay, somebody in like Rhode Island had the same set and was looking to create a double kick, like
Oh,
a
wow,
whole
yeah.
set, and it was perfect.
So he,
So we bought it.
wow.
Yeah. So,
Jesus. You hate to get rid of some of your stuff and you just remember it back in the day, but
Right.
you know, like you said, it's time.
you can only keep so much.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Yeah.
And you know, with the equipment you guys haul, you haul a lot of equipment. You got to, of course, bring your PA system, or you hire.
Well, like at this club, they have a PA
Oh,
there,
they
and
have
an
a PA
excellent sound
there.
guy,
Yeah.
Harrison,
Oh, perfect.
which is great when you're a band. You're like,
Yeah.
yeah, we.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, he's
You know, it's like-
They've got a great sound
Yeah.
system, great light.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
lighting's great.
that's the key to play clubs that have that. If not, we will have to do that. But yeah.
Now, you guys' personality have to come into play when you're up there playing. You guys talk a lot to your crowd. As a couple of songs, do 2 or 3 songs and talk to your crowd.
Sure.
Get some jokes going, get some talk going.
Sure.
And get everybody, going.
Yeah, got to have that
Interaction.
That interaction, and that's why, like this club, is great because it's intimate. And they're close. They're
Yeah.
just like they're right
Right
here.
there in front of
So
you.
that's always fun.
They're ready to touch
yeah,
you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And so it's fun to
go
Just
interact
about, yeah.
and to engage with them, and
Yeah.
we like doing that. That's
Yeah,
fun.
David is our main MC. I do a little bit of talking here and there, but David's just got the personality
So
for
you
it. Yeah.
kick out there and just get with them.
Sure.
Yeah, and that's what's nice. Anybody got close, they're drinking and got their drinks and they get close. Okay, yeah. Get too close with that.
Don't spill your drinks on our gear.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and a lot of people
Whatever you
that.
do.
They don't.
We're glad you came out.
Hey, how you
Step away.
doing? I remember you.
It has happened to me.
And
Not in
you-
this band, but I'm having some flashbacks to.
They just
yeah.
come and just flip over and.
Sure.
Yeah.
And then
That
go-
roads.
Yeah, oh, that roads.
Roads.
It has seen some of that.
You gotta take it apart and clean it all out.
Yeah,
and
right.
just-
Yeah.
And, and
It's got
roads
brush
are,
downs on it.
you gotta be very careful when you take those babies apart too, but they come apart so you can get to them and clean
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And replace the tines, like I remember the tines thing, I used to hear a lot of musicians talk about that. Broke 3 tines, I don't know how that happened. Well, you hit it too hard or you did something, they came loose.
Right.
Yeah, and really when you set up the roads properly, because it's all mechanical inside, it's got hammer tips and the tines, for those of you listening, it's the equivalent of what would be a string
That's right.
in a real piano, although it's not a string, it's a piece of metal that gets hit, and that's what vibrates and you're listening to literally
Yeah.
in a Rhodes. But if you get it properly set up, you don't break them. I never broke a tine. I had that Rhodes for,
And
whatever
sometimes
it
you
was,
just
30,
buy
40 years.
tines, sometimes just break because they just get, tired or
Sure.
the metals get tired from, always being hammered on and stuff like that. Now, how long have you been playing your keys?
I started when I was in high school. There were some really good keyboard players in my high school, and it dawned on me one time. I was like, I asked one of them, like, somebody teaches you how to play like that? Because they were good jazz
Yeah.
players. And I was like, was there something in the water? What's going on? And he told me who his teacher was. It was a little studio in Swain Studio at the time in Evanston, Illinois. And I was just so, it was like, you're awesome. So then I went around and asked all the other, there was like 4 other really good keyboard players in my high school, and asked them all, and they all said the same, they took from the same place. I went home and told my parents, I was like, I want to take piano lessons from Alan
They
Swain
probably looked at you,
Studios. No, they were like, okay, because I was so specific about what I wanted. And that was back in the
And they taught you how to
70s.
play real
That
well.
was back in
Yeah.
a long time ago.
Yeah, it really was a long time ago. But those are some great memories of mine. I'd go ride the train for like, I forget what it was, 50 cents or a quarter. You could get on the L train
Yeah,
in
go all the way
Chicago,
through.
and I would ride and get off at the right stop and go walk in, and then I'd go up
Nice.
these little staircase. There's this one door, and you go up. It felt like I was going to a secret hideout to learn how to play jazz piano. I just thought it was so cool. And that's
It was cool.
Yeah.
You'll never forget
And,
it.
yeah, so I've been playing a long time and really appreciate those lessons I had back in
The
Illinois.
acoustic pianos, like, there's this 6-footer, 7-footer, 9-footers. What is your favorite one that you got to touch? Any Steinways, Borzendorfers,
Oh, yeah.
Kanabis? I'm sure you've touched
Yeah,
those.
I have actually. You can go to some of the piano stores and play them, and then they're. But some of them are so
Right, that's
expensive.
Steinway.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
you feel guilty. It's like, oh, I know.
I'll call it Steinway.
I wish. Yeah, there used to be a place in Niwot called Chris Finger Piano.
Yes.
It's not there anymore. They had the most beautiful European pianos, and they could service them. They were. you'd play those pianos. I'd go to the store, and
So
then
well
for the
tuned.
next like 4 weeks, I'd be thinking, so how can I figure out how to buy one of these? You know, it's like, they're really nice. And so they had the Grotrians are really cool, and Steinway, of course, is, you know, they're wonderful pianos. But there are other wonderful European pianos. There's one called Sauter that they had at Chris
And then
Fingers.
the Kauai.
Kauais are wonderful
Yeah,
pianos.
Kauai
I really
pianos.
like Kauai pianos. They tend to kind of sit in between. Yamaha is bright and known for jazz, and Steinway and the European pianos are more known for classical. And the Kauai piano sits kind of in between
Yeah.
there, and I really like that. Yeah.
And that's what's nice to be able to go play these pianos. And you know, a lot of people don't know what it takes to learn how to play a piano. It takes a little bit, and once you become a good piano player, then you know Rob Mullins, right?
I do know Rob Mullins.
He's
yeah,
been here several times. We
Yeah.
go back and
The Riga's
forth.
Cafe.
Yes.
Yeah, when
Yeah, back
he
in
was
the
playing
day.
upstairs,
And you were playing down.
Syntax was playing downstairs. Yeah.
And so he's a wonderful individual. He always comes in here. We always banter back and forth. He gets
Oh,
a kick
wow.
out of it. He goes, "Why do you say that stuff, Henry?"
I haven't seen him in a long, long time. Yeah.
Yeah, he comes around here about, last time he was here about a month or two ago, he was playing at the Dazzle.
Oh.
When are you guys gonna be at the Dazzle? They're moving it.
Oh, yeah.
They're moving again, aren't they?
Yes, to the Denver Center of the Performing Arts.
Yes.
Dazzle will be having a really nice state-of-the-art facility now.
Yeah, I
Really
have
nice.
tried to get us in there, and apparently to no avail. at
So
this
far,
point.
yes.
I don't know, Henry. Maybe they need to hear from you.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll tell him. I
And
said,
you
know,
need to say the 420 Cafe
Yeah, that would be-
fantastic.
in your place.
Cool
At
place to
Dazzle.
play.
Yeah, pack it out.
I think we would.
I
I
think-
think
I
it would be
think so, too.
absolutely perfect.
Yeah, yeah, I think it would be awesome. And so, you know, as the 420 Cafe, you know, like I say, this album is on fire, you know, on the Smoothie Jazz Show, because like I showed you how many people listen to that show. And it's like, that's just this special show that we're doing here on just you guys. Now, when they listen to the music of the entire jazz show, it just escalates way up there, but your music's on there, so they get to hear it. Now, I play about 2 or 3 of the songs off this album.
That's wonderful.
It's really cool.
Thanks so
Yeah,
much,
it's really,
Henry.
but
That's
it's
great.
such good music. I like to listen to. Yeah.
Well, we appreciate that. We really do.
And your drum licks and
Sure.
stuff like that. And the drummer has a lot to do with the way that fulfillment of the band comes out, because you got to
Sure.
feel that heartbeat.
Yeah.
And you got that keyboard player just laying down that line.
Right.
It sounds great. It's really
Well,
good
thank
stuff.
you
Yeah,
so
it's
much.
Good stuff.
We really like it. We
Yeah.
really like it.
And so, where do you think the 420 Cafe is headed? To Dazzle, the new Dazzle.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
Dazzle, yeah.
So
Well-
if you're hearing this,
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we want to continue to play out where we can, jazz festivals where we can, and to create maybe some more original music. Just kind of keep adding bits and pieces here and there, and just kind of keep going. We'd like more people to hear it.
that's right.
You know, that's
a
the
lot
thing.
more people need to hear it. And we just
Because
need a lot of
we-
promotion, like what
Yeah,
we're doing here.
Absolutely.
This
If we
is-
just get more
this is
people to hear it, we think they'd really like it.
And this is set up exclusively for the 420 Cafe. We both decided real quick. And
It was.
I'm ready to go. Yeah, I'm
It
ready to
was
go.
great,
Okay, let's
Henry.
do it. I'll get the poster. Okay, so we had the poster just like we did
It's
it
just
like in
great.
20 minutes.
Sure.
25 minutes. We had it done. You had the music.
Oh,
to
yeah,
it.
yeah. Bang, bang, bang.
Which means it's a go.
Yeah. And then I
Absolutely.
tweeted out the poster right
Yeah,
away.
you tweeted it out, and we hit all the social media sites.
Uh-huh.
Now we're also on Restream on the secondary camera. This is the primary camera, and then we also go to the secondary camera.
Oh, cool.
Which is Restream, that goes to about 18 different platforms, from Twitch to Twitter to Instagram
That's
to
great.
LinkedIn. Everybody's seeing this interview. So if anybody is out of Dazzle listening to this, they're ready to go.
Let's do it.
Yes, and you better charge a lot of money.
There you go. More than
$5.
Yeah, that's a deal.
And you know, nowadays, I don't know if they're still checking at the door for your shots and stuff, but I remember I went to Dazzle and they were checking at the door for shots, and you know, I had my rabies tags on and stuff, but they wouldn't let me go in.
Yeah.
What the hell was the problem? So, but they're doing that, so a lot of people still do that, just to be on the safe side.
Yeah, I think we're okay. I know the Enigma, we're not checking anything like that, so want everyone to come out and enjoy themselves.
Let me get that back up. Oh, it's
Yeah, absolutely. The Enigma Bazaar.
It's right behind me. If you
Yep.
can't see it right there, it's going to be at the address is Let me get that up for you.
Yeah, what is that? It's 38.
4923 West 38.
Yeah.
And for, again, for all of you Denverites that have been here, it's where the old Ziggy's used to be, great blues room, and so they've transformed it into a great place. So come on out tomorrow night.
It's going to be a lot of fun, yeah.
Look forward to having you.
These guys, you can tell just by their personalities here in the show, it's going to be a lot of fun. They'll bring you a lot of fun. You can order all you want to drink as long as you go over 7 drinks.
That's right. 9-drink minimum.
And they've got a new chef too.
Yes,
So
a
they
new
got
chef.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're
very
serving
good.
great
Yeah.
food.
Order you some
Got some
grub and
Great Greek food.
And that's what I like, you know, when you go to a club and you get a little hungry after having a few drinks, and you
Sure.
can, some of these clubs you go to and you order the food and you go, what is that?
What was it?
Well, yeah, what is it? And you order some
No, their food's fantastic.
nuggets and fries
Sure.
and something. They bring
They've
you
got
all
great gyros and spanakopita and,
Yes.
and some really nice tapas plates.
Yes, nice stuff. So,
Yeah.
have you eaten it?
Yeah.
Have you? Yes, eat right. Yeah, I did.
And I can't wait to eat there tomorrow.
So that's the 420 Cafe. It's right behind me, 4923 West 38th Avenue, at the Enigma Bazaar, a mystical bar and arts venue with the 420 Cafe. Beautiful music. So I'm going to crank it up now. I'm going to turn
See,
this
there.
down, and we're going to crank it up. So this is, you'll be able to hear it on
Right
the air.
Good stuff.
You can hear it.
This was the second scene. Off to see.
Clean, clean. So, you want to hear them? Tomorrow night, 8 to 10. 2 hours. So you got friends of
That's me. That's sample trumpet.
Yeah, he's channeling.
I used to play trumpet when I was in grade school, so I really got the feel for it, you know.
It comes out so
Yeah,
beautifully nice.
Yeah,
so I'm
nice.
thinking, pretending that I'm really playing a real trumpet, but it's actually me playing sample trumpet.
And you're right there just giving him that
Sure.
nice little clean flavor.
Yeah.
The accents and all the little flavor that goes with it. Remember, the drummer has a lot to do with that heartbeat, because
That's right.
without that drummer, that keyboard player would say, "What?
Doesn't feel right.
It doesn't feel right."
Doesn't feel
Say, David, what are you doing back there? Does he ever give you the look? What's the look like?
I tend to give everyone else the look.
What's your look?
As Chris, our bass player, would say, I can find one note that's out of place, and I will have a glance.
Yeah.
I will like, what was that? But no.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I'm pretty familiar with David's. What the heck are you doing?
I'm
It's
curious.
interesting.
Yeah, my lips
Right.
can be
And it's
curious.
not David.
That's
It's
interesting.
David. It's not David. It's it's when I'm messing up.
It's all good. It is all good.
It comes out really nice. So, if you haven't, if you don't know who we were talking to, you haven't been here. It's the 420 Cafe with Dave and Carl, two of the most outstanding individuals in this business. I'm telling you, they come from other groups, and they got together and they've done it right. This album right here, and I'm gonna patch into it and watch it.
There you go.
Nice and close.
Nice.
And there it goes, real nice and close to us.
Perfect.
Zoom right in there. I don't know how he's doing that, but he's doing it. We'll even get closer.
Way to go, Henry.
There, get even a little closer. I'll
Perfect.
twist it so it can see it better. Technology is incredible.
Yeah.
And so we're being able to touch people all over the world. You know, the musical lives of people all differ, but for some reason, music can touch everybody in every area of the planet in a certain way. And this music that you're hearing right now touches everybody on the planet a certain way, all over the planet. Because I played their music off this album on all the Smoothie Jazz shows, which is Monday and Thursday, for the past 4 weeks, and my God, everybody likes this music. So I put 3 of their songs up there all the time. So if you want to go catch them, they'll be at the Enigma Bazaar. That's a crazy name.
I know.
It's a crazy name, but
It's a crazy name, but it
It might
works.
make
Once
a
you
big
go there,
difference.
you'll go,
Yeah.
oh, it fits.
It fits.
Yeah.
It'll be Saturday, September 3rd, 8 to 10 p.m. Only 2 hours. It's only $5 to get in. It's going to be a great show. I hope to see you there. So, with you guys, anything last things to say before we?
Henry, you've been great. Thanks so
Thank you.
much.
This was fun. I
Yeah.
really enjoyed it. I had some space here to
This
fill
is
in.
fantastic.
And so it was perfect to fill in this space, and it worked out perfect for tomorrow.
Yeah.
You guys got to get out there.
You bet. We'd love to see you. Come on out.
Yeah,
It'll be a
come on
great
out.
time.
So I'm gonna crank up some music some more, and then we can keep talking. I'll just crank it up a little louder.
Yeah, everything you do for local music, Henry, and the community, it's just awesome.
It's been badass, and this place
Just
just
awesome.
it was set up in this format to complement all the local musicians because everybody's just doing so well now. Music.
And there's so much good music
Yes.
in this whole area, Denver Boulder area. There's just fantastic music.
Yes.
So
Listen to this.
Yeah.
That ain't you guys. Come on. You just come on.
We're imposters.
Yeah, come on.
I don't know who did this.
I don't know who did this. Really good though. Thinking of You is the name of this song. We just heard London After Dark, Searching, Big Blue, and you can hear it a lot louder on the output. On the radio portion, you can't quite hear us talking. Very low. But you can hear the music real loud and clear now. Inside here, you can hear us talking and the music in the background, which is really nice. We're on Restream on multiple platforms. We're on Facebook right now with the main platform. Doing it live with the 420 Cafe. It's been really good today. It's been fantastic to have them as my guests. With that being said, we're going to say goodbye for now. Until next time, don't forget, tomorrow night, Enigma Bazaar with a mystical bar and arts venue presents the 420 Cafe.